Hello everybody, Theleam Gaming here. This video I am going to be explaining the new title update 25 for Minecraft console versions. This includes 360, 1, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. This is on all four of those consoles, I believe. And currently I'm playing on Xbox as usual, so this will be considered title update 25. I think for PlayStation it is considered version 1.17, but they have added many new features in here, and I'm going to be covering all of them. So let's dig right in. First of all, we have the new kind of wood fences, fence gates, and doors. As you can see now, we have the spruce fence, the birch fence, the jungle fence, along with the spruce fence gate, the birch fence the jungle fence gate, the spruce door, the birch door, the jungle door, and also we now have an iron trap door. I have no idea why this ender chest is in my hotbar. I don't know how I got there. Just ignore that. But this is the crafting for this. Already existed. Same thing here. It's the same crafting for all of them as usual, just with the different woods. These are the three new doors. I personally like the new doors. They kind of add a new kind of feel. I like them. They're nice. And here's the iron trap door. Same with the iron door, you must open it with a current, such as, you know, a switch or a pressure plate or some kind of redstone thingy. However you want to do that. Next, we also have stained glass now. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Stained glass was always one of my favorite features on PC because I love it. All the possibilities you make with the stained glass windows. We have the red stained glass, the orange stained glass, the yellow stained glass, the lime stained glass, the light blue stained glass, the cyan stained glass, the blue stained glass, the purple stained glass, the magenta stained glass, the pink stained glass, the white stained glass, the light gray stained glass, the gray stained glass, the black stained glass, the green stained glass, and the brown stained glass. All the same colors you can get on wools and stained clay. For this, the way you want to craft the stained glass is you just get in a crafting square, you'll get the glass blocks, place them all around, and in the middle you don't put a dead bush here, you put one of these things right here. I put the things, it's rose red for red, you know, same lapis lazuli for blue. It kind of follows that routine, and you'll put whatever color of glass you're wanting, you put that in the middle right there. So yeah, alright, next we have stained glass panes, kind of follows same suit. Right here, all you have to do is just, you want to get the stained glass blocks and just place them as so. Same way you make regular panes. So yeah, these are all the stained glasses, same as the other ones. So yeah. And also a new major feature, a new major feature, we now have inverted daylight sensors, which is really helpful. We've had daylight sensor, but now you can actually invert them. Now they can turn on when it turns nighttime instead. As you see right now, this one is glowing, and it's because it's daytime that this piston is up. But if we click LT on it, it turns into a nighttime sensor, and the piston will go down. So this is daytime and this is nighttime. And yeah, so at nighttime they'll go on. That's perfect for, I don't know, just floodlights outside their houses if you do anything like that in the game. And yeah. Now over here, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the update. You can actually put the stained glass on top of a beacon, just like PC version, and get colored beacon lights. And also, I kind of figured this out on my own earlier. I didn't really know about this until today when I was creating this. I was just messing around, and I actually figured out that you can make various colors other than this. You can change the colors. Let me show you an example of that. I thought this was pretty neat, and I didn't really even know about it. I'm just gonna get some blue. But let's say I have this red right here. If I place blue, it kind of changes the color to this. And I never knew this until now, and it'll go all the way until you get to the perfect shade of blue. But yeah, it's kind of neat how you can just change the colors and all that and make them like that. And I thought that was pretty neat. So just get rid of this. Now right here, this is probably, I know I said that was my favorite part of the update, but this is actually probably my favorite part. You can now actually do regular crafting in the game, the classic crafting. So all you have to do to enable this, if you're wondering, you want to go to Help and Options, then you go to Settings, then you're going to go to User Interface, and you can click on Classic Crafting now, which is just amazing. So now you'll see when I go in the crafting table, we actually have a normal crafting board for once. And I know it's supposed to make it a lot easier with the other one, but I personally, I just love this crafting table a lot better. So you'll see, I'm just gonna make a basic diamond sword right here, and you'll see it works just like PC version. So yeah, now we have a diamond sword. Pretty simple. Now, last part, and this is also one of my favorites. You can, I've been waiting for this for a very long time for Xbox. As you can tell based off this little crafting picture right here, I guess you can already guess what it's going to be. We now have books and quills, which is amazing. This completely amazing. So the way you're going to make a book of quill is you're going to get a book and an ink sac and a feather. You put them as so, and you get yourself a book and quill. So if you click LT on the book and quill, you can see it's basically just like PC version. I'll just go in right here and I'll just put hello. Here, you know what? I'll just put hello Freddy. Not Freddy, Freddy. And as you'll see, we have that in the book right there. Now you can click done if you're done for right then, you want to write later. As you see, you can go back into it and keep writing. Or when you're finally done with the book and you're finished, you can click sign, and then it'll let you enter a book title actually. And let's see, for this book I'm just gonna put I'll just put derp. So it's derp by Theleam. And as you can see, when you sign the book, it is no longer editable by anybody. So sign and close. Now you'll see it's no longer a book and quill, it's just kind of an enchanted book kind of thing, and it's called derp in my inventory, as you can see. It's whatever you name the title of it. And if you hover over it in the hotbar, it is actually derp by Theleam. And if you click LT on it, it says hello Freddy. And you can actually put, I'm not sure what the maximum page limit is. I haven't, I didn't take the time typing endless text to figure out what that is. You just had to look for that somewhere else. But as far as I know, you can make lots of pages in this. And I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities you can make out of this. You can make libraries in the game or whatever you want to do with that. And here's another thing I should probably mention. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the Steve skin, from now, June the 1st to June the 15th, you can actually download the... Where is it? There you go. You can actually download the Minecon 2015 skin pack, which features Steve with the 2011 cape, Steve with the 2012 cape, Steve with the 2013 cape, and Steve with the 2015 cape. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And there's also Alex with all the capes too. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's why, I'm not using my normal mushroom in a suit. Trying out this cape. And if you download it from now until June 15th, you'll have it permanently. So don't worry about that, but you better grab the skin pack while you can, because, cape's pretty awesome. Alright, now, if you're thinking that's the end of this tutorial, you're very wrong. There is actually a lot of more features in this update I'm about to go over, which includes options and different stuff you can set in your world. So let me go on into that. Alright, so here, as you can see, we have the normal stuff, but now while you're in the game, you can actually set the game to daytime. Well, it's already day. What am I doing? I should probably put that on. Now I can set it to night, and as you can see, it goes directly to night. It's pretty awesome. Look at those beacons. Those beacons are amazing in that nightlight. But yeah. And now you can also change the difficulty while you're in the game, which is pretty helpful at certain times. I guess you guys can find some way to use that. And you can also change the game mode in the game now, which that is pretty awesome to me. And now you can actually set the world spawn point. So right here, if I just click right here, you'll see the spawn point is now where I was standing. It's at the exact coordinates where you're standing, and it changes, that's what the world spawn point is. Weather, you can also change the weather anytime you want. Here's happens you change it to rain. And then you can change it to thunder, which is basically just rain with lightning every now and then. So yeah. And yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And other than that, everything's still the same. But I'm going to go into another part about where you can actually change your friend settings or people that are in the game. Alright, now I am going to demonstrate to you guys what you can do to other people in the game, such as your friends or other random players. I have my wonderful assistant, wherever my assistant.
Is it a plane? No, it's Dark Haven 777.
Oh,
Oh.
wow, that was a pretty grand entrance right there.
How you doing?
Okay, well, you guys, this is a perfect time to demonstrate this, like I did earlier, because we have the new update. I can get rid of this. Ta-da!
Oh, I was just gonna make an umbrella for it. Okay.
Alright, well, as you see, what I can do right here is I can change his game mode. So Dark, just go ahead and fly up in the sky for us. And as you can see, I can change his game mode to either survival or adventure. I'll change it to survival.
Oh god.
And then I can also set his spawn point. So I'm just gonna place a sponge over here. I'm gonna stand on the sponge. And now I will set his spawn point here on the sponge. So I'm just gonna set that right there. It's set. Now he is going to go jump into the void so we can watch him respawn.
Receive away. Oh wow. PP in here. Well, time to go.
And as you guys see, he spawns right beside of the sponge block that I have placed.
They got to fix that.
So, yeah, that's demonstrating how it works with other people in the game and with friends with the new built-in options. Alright guys, also a new feature that they have added in the update. You can now also, just like computer version, you can put your armor on just by, well, on computer it'd be right clicking, but on here you can just left click the left trigger, or click the left trigger, whatever, and you can just automatically put the armor on. As you see, got my armor on. So yeah. Alright, now we have the new interfaces on the whatever you want to call it, the load, create, join screen. Used to be create and load on the same menu, and then join on the second, left to right. Now if you click on play game, we have this new interface, which it's more like PC, as you can tell. It's kind of getting there, but right here we have, you can select your world, you can load them up. These are, you know, my worlds. You may see me playing on some of these. And now you can also create the world from right here in the second menu, or you can join one on the third one, which is awesome. But now I'm going to show you what happens when you can create a world. There's different settings when you create a world now. I'll just leave that alone. In game mode, we'll just, yeah, clear difficulty and anything. But now you can actually change, if you put super flat world on, you can actually customize a super flat world now, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a really good feature right there. And so let's say I wanted this world to be the top block. I want the top block for some random unknown reason. I wanted it bookshelves. I mean, who knows why. And then when you go down to layer height, if you're wondering what that is, as you can see, it says 1 times bookshelf. The more height you go, the more bookshelves it'll be on that layer. The deeper it'll go down, basically. So you can make this go up to I don't know, very high quantities, but I'll just keep it on a, we'll just put it on a 7. And then our second layer, we're just gonna say this will be lapis lazuli, and then we'll put that on a 6. And then our next layer, we'll just make this ice. We'll just make that 1. And then you always have to have bedrock at the bottom. You can't change that. That's a feature you can't take out. Next, on biomes, this will kind of make things different. Basically, I don't know what I'm thinking about it. It'll make it where biomes will change. Like, you can make a super flat world basically be a biome. So I'll show those to you guys in a second. Properties, you can set how large you want your villages. You can make them small or large. You can also make the spacing of them, how far they have to be apart. And you can toggle off abandoning mineshafts, strongholds, and you can count how many you want them in the world, how far they have to be spaced apart, and yeah, chance. You guys basically get the thing. And biome specifics, this is stuff like, well, what it says right there: temples and jungles, pyramids and deserts, and witch huts and swamps, basically like that. Dungeons is like, you know, right there, the monster spawner. And decorations, that's like cactuses in the desert and stuff like that, and tall grass. Basically stuff like that. Why did I say stuffing? I don't know. So you guys, you get the gist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load up this world right here so you guys can see. Yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing. You can also toggle off weather cycle now, which is pretty cool. It'll make it where the weather will never change. It'll always just be that same weather that it currently is. So that's a pretty neat feature if you're like me and you don't want it to be raining when you're about to start recording videos, you know, like always happens to me. Alright, let's just go ahead and load up this new world. Alright, now as you can see, after we load it up in the world, it's basically what I said on. The reason it all looks like wood is because, you know, it's top of a bookshelf. So I'll just mine one. Well, I really didn't think this through and I made it in survival, but no worries for me, because I forgot to toggle on host privileges. I'm setting a really bad example here. But anyway, as you'll see, it'll go down as far as I put it. How much should I put? I'll put it on 7. And you'll see when I hit the 8th block, it should be lapis lazuli. There we go. And it'll basically go down as so, the way you have it. So yeah, it's pretty neat. If, like, as you saw in my tutorial world earlier, it was all quartz, the whole map. So it's a pretty neat feature for stuff like that. So yeah. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys, if you were wondering, I thought this was pretty neat. You can actually make your entire world just a biome. So I'm just going to make it the end. And the end is kind of cool. It makes, this is probably my favorite one out of all of these. It'll make the entire world the end. And Endermen will frequently spawn at nighttime. And, well, I'm just basically reading what it says right there. And the Ender Dragon will be found at the center of the world if biome features are enabled. Let's make sure those features are enabled. Let's see. Yeah, we need that on. I guess, maybe. I'm not sure. I think we're good. So yeah, now we have the biome set. It should spawn like that, I believe. Okay. That's fine, isn't it? Okay, let's toggle off villages. Okay, this should be good now. I'm sorry this is being so messing with me so much. I don't know what it's doing. Alright, here we go. And now as you'll see when I load up the world, it should load in as basically a gigantic end. Basically. So yeah, here you have it. As you can see, the sky is like the end, really. And Yeah, Endermen will spawn at nighttime. I thought this was really cool. The only reason I like it the most is because of the sky being like that. That's kind of what I like about it. And if we can get a map, we can find the center of the world, and the Ender Dragon should be there. Is he not here? Well, I guess he's not here. This is dumb. But let me just go ahead and set it to nighttime. As you can see, the world kind of looks pretty spooky at nighttime. And Endermen should start spawning. There they go. Endermen will start spawning everywhere, which is pretty neat. That's what I really like about this, like being a gigantic end biome. You can just have Endermen spawning everywhere, and the world's kind of pitch black and spooky, but kind of cool. Same thing with all the other biomes. You'd expect the same thing. If you said on a mushroom biome, you would have mushrooms spawning everywhere, and it would kind of have that, mushroomy kind of feel, and it spawned the tall mushrooms everywhere. So yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, now we've spawned in this heaven of a paradise of a world where mushrooms and mushrooms spawn everywhere. I'm not seeing any mushrooms, but they should be here. They should be spawning in. Pretty sure that toggled on. I can't even change it from here. I don't even have post privileges. Okay. But yeah, pretty awesome thing right here. You can make your entire world just a mushroom paradise. I mean, why not? And the same thing with the deserts and the Arctic biomes and the frozen lakes and all that. You can get all kinds of cool combinations of stuff that you like. So yeah, why not? So I guess I'll go ahead and just end the video here. Hope you guys learned a lot of stuff that's been added in this update. Hope you had fun watching, and hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys later.